Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Gemini for May of 2012. And this also applies if you have a Gemini ascendant. First thing to say to you, my dear Geminis, is happy birthday. I hope that it's a wonderful, happy, prosperous, successful, joyful year ahead for you. And the first thing to say to you really is that Venus is in your sign and goes retrograde this month from the 15th of the month until the 26th of June for about 6 weeks. So what does this mean? Well, the first thing to say to you, my dear Geminis, is that the pace your social life will probably slow down. I know you love to be social, you love to be the butterfly and go off here and there and everywhere. It's really a time to chill out a little, no great big parties, no great big do's, but just to be a little quieter. You will find that things are just slower during this period, so don't get worried if they are slower, if your networking isn't quite as frenetic as it usually is, if you're not rushing off on lots of different travels during this time. Don't get too concerned about it. Once Venus goes retrograde, goes direct after the 26th of the month, it'll be fine, you'll be good to go, and everything will be clean and clear again. Now, Venus rules your finances and it rules your love. And for you, you may in fact meet somebody this month. There's a strong possibility that you could meet somebody and you may feel as though you're in love with them. This is just the person I've been looking for. Be very careful during a Venus retrograde, because during the retrograde, all is not what you see. And you may find that when it goes direct again, you're not attracted to this person anymore. So go very slowly as far as that's concerned. It's going to be an exciting time before Venus goes retrograde, for your friendships and for relationships, some stimulating encounters, especially in the first couple of weeks of the month. So make the most of that. You can have your excitement in the first couple of weeks of the month. We've also got coming up for you next month, which is going to be very exciting, is Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, of growth, of abundance, of foreign travel, of foreseeing over the horizon, of adventures, of new opportunities. It's coming into your sign next month, where it stays for a whole year. So you're in the build-up to that. So don't get too frustrated with this Venus retrograde. Just allow yourself to reevaluate your relationships. You may find that somebody from your past comes back into your life. It's also a very good time for renegotiating a contract, for renegotiating a deal. So maybe you've had a deal that's outstanding, or maybe a job offer or something like that that's been hanging around and you've not been quite right. Now would be a good time to renegotiate. Mars is in your 4th house, so possibility of some arguments, disagreements in the home, probably just because you want to get your own way. That's really largely all it's about. With Saturn in your 5th house, making a trine to this Venus in the last couple of weeks of the month. This will be a very good time. Again, I am seeing this possibility of meeting some interesting people connected with business and finance and even romance. But try to be conservative. Saturn wants you to be conservative. So as long as you're careful and conservative, then these aspects should work very well in your favour. With Pluto in your 8th, remember not to take out any serious debts and try not to get into any joint financial situations. We still have this backdrop of the tightening square of Pluto to Uranus, which is happening between your 11th and your 8th houses. So I would say this is a global thing. We're seeing people wanting to hold on to the status quo and not change, and the rebellions and the riots for change. And this is probably happening within you as well, Geminis, especially because it's your birthday month as well. It's like coming round. It's like a solar return, where you come back and you reevaluate a lot of what you've done this year and make some plans, exciting plans and dreams for this year coming. So I wish you a very happy birthday. You might want to have a solar return reading to see what this following year holds in store for you. Whatever it is, I'm always delighted to hear from you. Thank you to those of you who comment or subscribe. I'm always delighted to hear from you. Thank you for listening. Have a great month. Bye for now.